Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm doing the tag 20 products from 20 brands in 20 minutes, the best of. So the best of's floating around, the worst of's floating around. Ooh, and I don't know who created this. I saw this from Angelica Nyquist. I want to say Jen Loves Reviews created it. Whoever it was, I will link it down in the description box so you guys can check theirs out as well. But this is a 20-minute video, so we've got to get going through that. But I did want to tell you what is on my eyes today. I did not film it, but I used the Flower Bomb and the Lemonade palette from Midas Cosmetics to create a pink lemonade look today. So I thought that would be fun. And not loving my eyeliner, but that'll be coming up in a review as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this best 20 products from 20 brands in 20 minutes. And I want to start with, I have them all laid out over here. I'm just going to go ahead and start with face products. So the first brand is Physicians Formula, and you guys can probably already guess this. It's probably one of your favorites, and it is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. It's just a really beautiful formula. They come in different depths of lightness and darkness. So I have the lightest one. I've got the light bronzer, but they come, I think they just come in regular and dark then. I know there's some other ones, but it's just a really, really nice bronzing formula. So that is Physicians Formula. And then I have the balm. So a lot of these products are not only the best from that brand, but a lot of them are the best in their game. So that butter bronzer is like my favorite bronzer ever. And from the balm, I've got the Mary Luminizer. This has been a favorite of so many for so long, and there is definitely a reason why I have this highlighter on today. It is just really pretty, very pigmented, very shiny, and this is one of the first highlighters I ever had, so I've used it a lot, and I mean, you barely need any. It's just a really beautiful highlighter. I'm not a fan of a lot of things from the balm just because they're not my aesthetic, but this highlighter, gorgeous. And the next is Maybelline. Are there a lot of things I like from Maybelline? I don't know if there's a ton of things I love from Maybelline, but my favorite Maybelline product, and I think they hit it right on the head. Is that what it's called? Hit the nail on the head? With this product is the Master Chrome in Molten Gold. This is a dupe for so many high-end highlighters, and it is so pretty. I think a multitude of skin tones would be able to wear this as well, but it's just like a gold, pretty, shiny product. It can easily dupe out Ofra, Amrezy from ABH, and I think it probably can dupe out that new one from Jouer that's coming out, because I think they all look very similar, and it's called Molten Glow. This one's called Molten Gold, but this is, I think they did really well when they created this highlighter. So that is my favorite product from Maybelline. Let's see where we're at on time. We're doing good. We're doing real good. So I have a few other face products. The next brand I'm going to do is Pretty Vulgar, and it is the Powder Room Matte About You Translucent Setting Powder. This is what the packaging looks like. It's really pretty. But this is the best. Here's kind of the shade. This is the best loose powder I have ever used. I will repurchase this. I got it in a BoxyCharm, but it gives your face this flawless, smooth look about it. It doesn't accentuate any fine lines under your eyes. It is gorgeous. Before I tried this, I would have never thought that a setting powder could be that beautiful, but it is. It's amazing. It just gives like this absolute beautiful blurred look to it. I'm going to rave about a lot of these products because obviously they're my favorite from the brands. The next one is from Too Faced. I've tried a lot of products from Too Faced, and my favorite one from Too Faced, and I think they did so well with this, is their blushes. The ones I really like are these blush duos. This is in Strawberry. I swatch the other ones every time I go into Ulta. This is what this one looks like, but it's very pigmented. It is very long lasting. And this one is really pretty as well, and it just kind of melts into the skin, and then if you mix them, it's got that little shimmer to it. So the blush duos, my favorite from Too Faced. I have used their Sweetheart blushes. I used to love those. They're not quite as pigmented as those duo ones are. I used to like a less pigmented blush, but now I prefer more pigment to it, so I like those more, but I think Too Faced does their blushes really well. Another brand that I am choosing the blushes from is Milani, and it is their Baked Blushes. This one in Luminoso is one of my favorite blushes ever, but definitely Milani does these really, really well. I know a lot of people love their baked blushes, so it's not just me. But this one, I always compare blushes to this one because it is so pretty. And actually, I think the Melt one that just came out that I talked about on Sunday is probably going to be similar to this. But I love it. Their baked blushes are big thumbs up. I'm sure you guys already know the product that I'm picking from L'Oreal, but it is their Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I have repurchased this. I just repurchased my fifth one. I just repurchased my fifth one of this. I have to have this on hand. All of my other foundations, I could care less, but this is one that I need to have on hand. This is one of the only foundations that it doesn't look like no foundation, but it also doesn't look like you're wearing foundation, if you know what I mean. It doesn't have that cakiness to it. It just applies really smoothly and evenly, and it doesn't sink into pores. I could never say enough good things about this foundation. And I think the fact that I'm on my fifth repurchase says a lot about it, because for me to repurchase something with a collection that I own is a rare thing to happen. From Collab, which is the influencer brand. So there were, I think, 6 influencers that got together and created the Collab brand. It is sold at Sally Beauty. And I've tried several things from that brand because, I don't know, I went through kind of a collab spurt where I wanted to try everything. But the No Flaws Cream Concealer, I've talked about this a few times on my channel, is my favorite thing from them. So this one is a stick cream concealer, and it applies really easily, and it blends in really nice to the skin as well. It doesn't give your face a cakey look afterwards. It's just a really nice formula of a cream concealer, and cream concealers are also my favorite kind of concealers to use for on the face. Not under the eyes, but on the face. So that is my favorite product from Collab. From Morphe, I have got the Continuous Mist Setting Spray. This is not only my favorite product from Morphe, but it is my favorite setting spray, I think, probably, that I own. I have a few favorites, but this is definitely right with them on the top. But this one, and if you guys have used this, you know exactly why this is my favorite. It has just got this, it's like a mist that you can't even see. Let me see if I can spray it. Oh, it feels like you're going under one of those misters at Six Flags that just like so nicely sprays your face. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. The next brand is Ofra. Ofra does a lot of things really good, but my favorite product from Ofra, and I think the one that they do the most well, is their liquid lipsticks. So I have a few here. I'm wearing Las Olas on my lips today. I think that must be in my bathroom or something. And then I've got Pasadena and Verona, and I think I have one other one. But these, they just apply really nice. They wear really nice. They're not too sticky, not too dry. So they're just kind of that perfect liquid lipstick formula that you want. So that is my top favorite product from Ofra. Next I have Sephora. I actually like some of the Sephora products that they have. Sephora and Ulta come out with some pretty good products from their own line, but my favorite product from Sephora is their Lip Stories, and you guys probably know that. Those are some of mine that sit out here. Can you see this? Yes. So those fill this area right here. My favorite one is Tan Lines, but these, And every kind of finish that they have are really nice, whether they're matte, cream, satin, all of their formulas look beautiful. They wear really nice. They're easy to apply. They feel good on the lips. So this is Tan Lines. It's just the perfect nude. Not too pink, not too yellow, not too white. Just the perfect nude color. So the Sephora Lip Stories, favorite from Sephora. And then I have got, you know what, while we're on the topic of Sephora and Ulta brands, I will bring out my favorite from Ulta Beauty, and it is the Matte Eye Primer in Nude. And once again, this is not only my favorite Ulta product, it is my favorite eyeshadow primer. I would definitely repurchase this. And I've tried a lot of different eyeshadow primers. I've tried different high-ends, I've tried different drugstore brands, but this remains my favorite. I love the way that it dries down. I do a lot of colorful eyeshadow looks. You guys know. You don't want to set your eyes with powder when you're doing colorful eyeshadow looks because you want that pigment to really stick. But this one dries down almost to powdery is not the word, but it's just got that, you know, like that matte finish to it. So it's not still sticky, but you also haven't set it to take away from any of the pigmentation that you're going to get when you use your colorful eyeshadows. So this one is awesome. And yes, it is better than Eden from Urban Decay because they also have got that nude eyeshadow canceling out one. This one still is better. Next I have e.l.f. This is like a hidden gem. I've talked about it a couple times, like called it out on my channel a couple times, but I just don't hear, I really don't hear anyone talk about it. And it is the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Pen. This thing is amazing. It's amazing. It is so perfect for just getting like the littlest bit of eyeliner off if you've messed it up somewhere, or eyeshadow. And I mean, this is one of the best inventions ever, quite frankly. It's $3 and you need this in your life. If you do eye makeup, you need this in your life. It is so great. To have this little bit of makeup remover in a pen form where you've got this really pointed tip, and it is just so easy to use. I love it so much. And they do last a while. I always wipe mine off after I use it. So you can see this one's been used a ton because I do wipe it off after I use it. But eventually it does get dirty. But it doesn't ever like apply to your face when you're using it. It just is stained. But definitely my favorite from e.l.f. And I have a lot of e.l.f. favorites. From Lorac. No one ever talks about this either, and it is one of the best liquid liners ever. Maybe the best one. Maybe the best one. It is the Lorac Front of the Line Pro Liquid Liner. It has got the perfect brush tip to it. It is way better than like your Physicians Formula, the NYX one, It Cosmetics. I'm just trying to think of some really popular ones. This one it's way better than all of those. And it stays wet for long enough that you can get your wing out, but it's not so wet that it's smudging or anything. Definitely my favorite from Lorac. Okay, I think I've got about 5 more. I think I'm doing okay on time by the time I edit a few things out. So next, LA Girl. I've tried a lot from LA Girl too, and I definitely have some fails, but their eyeliners are the most amazing thing. They're better than ColourPop. I gotta be honest. I'm wearing the neon yellow one today, but before they even had the neon ones, which I've talked about quite a bit on my channel since they came out, they had these Glide ones. Now these are matte. These do have a little bit of shimmer to them, but these are really amazing too. These are matte neon colors, which I love, but they don't dry out. They stay on the waterline. They're incredibly pigmented, and these are probably my favorite gel eyeliners that I have. And there's several that I really love, and I've got a ton of colored ones, but these are my favorite. Next we've got Clinique. This one kind of snuck in there. I wasn't really planning on talking about Clinique, but I have tried a ton of products from Clinique because they're probably one of the first brands that I started trying, just because, I don't know, I feel like when you're in high school, Clinique is like when I was in high school. It might be different now. Clinique was like that brand that you've got to try. You want to have the little green packaging in your makeup bag. But Clinique's got a really, really, really good formula on their mascara primer. So this is actually like a duo high impact mascara with a mascara lash building primer. But this is so good. I swear after I put it on, before I even put on the black mascara, I've got more lashes than I had before I put it on. So I would definitely say it builds up your lashes, and mascara applies really nice to it. There's no white left over after you apply it or anything like that, but that is my favorite from Clinique, and I've used a lot from Clinique actually. I tried to pick brands that I had a good variety of things to pick from, because if I just pick a brand that I've tried one or two things from, it's not really the best product from that brand if I haven't tried a lot of things from it. So that is where Clinique came in, but I do love this. It's also my favorite formula of lash primer. So now I'm going to move on to Urban Decay. I like a lot of things from Urban Decay, but my favorite that I think they've done really, really well is their glitter liners. So they were able to make it where there's so much fine glitter in there that you actually get a line of glitter liner when you put it on. There's a lot of other brands that do the glitter liners, but they're not quite as pigmented as Urban Decay. I would say Urban Decay has done these really well. They are one of the best products from Urban Decay and my favorite product from Urban Decay. And next I've got Benefit. So Benefit was hard for me because two of my favorite products in my collection come from Benefit, but they're not even in the same family of products. So this is hard. I'm going to tell you what the runner-up is, and then I'm going to tell you what my favorite product is. So the runner-up is the Boing Brightening Concealer. I rarely do my makeup without this, and they have perfected this formula. My goodness. It is so thin that it doesn't look cakey, but it is so high coverage that sometimes I don't even need like a regular liquid concealer under my eye, because this just covers it so nice. And I've tried several color correcting concealers and nothing compares to this. What's really nice is this comes in different colors. So I have it in number 1, and that's what works really well for me. But I've actually, it is so hard to go through this. I've gone through a whole pot of this, and I've been using this one for a long time, but you can see you barely need, if I were going to do both eyes, that's how much I would need. So I barely tap it in there, and it is still so high coverage and just kind of cancels and smooths everything out. And sometimes I don't even need to set it. So if you need something like that, I definitely recommend this, but this is runner-up. Even though I talked about that product the longest, that's still my runner-up from Benefit. My favorite Benefit product is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I just opened this one up because this is a replacement from one that I used, but let me show you guys the tip. So here's what the tip looks like. It's got this triangular tip to it. The tip combined with the formula of it just makes it amazing. It's like having a pomade powder pencil in a stick form. And because of its point, but also its bigger tip, it's really easy to fill in the front area and then also get the end area. Here's the other thing, is a lot of times when you get a tip like that, companies will, the tip of it will be like that, but then the dispenser part will be round or something. Well, this dispenser part is the same as the tip, so that tip is going to stay in that form for the entire length of the brow pencil. So that is my number 1 product from Benefit. And then we go into my 2 brands that were the absolute hardest for me to choose my favorite from, because I have so many favorites from both of these brands, and they are ColourPop and NYX. So you probably also have a lot of favorites from both these brands. From ColourPop, I've watched a couple of videos on this tag, and a lot of people said they're eyeshadow palettes, but that may be one of my least things from ColourPop until they came along with their monochromatic ones. There's never really been a color story that's drawn me to a ColourPop palette. Now, I like their formula. They're not my favorite formula. It's a good formula. But my absolute favorite that I would always love to be getting more of these are the ColourPop Lippie Sticks. I think they did these so well. They've got the glossy, the matte, the cream, and the matte X. Is there another formula in these? I don't know, but every one of them is good. My favorite one, well, the glossy one, I have a glossy one in Bound here, and this one's good. Like, you could just take this anywhere and have a really pigmented glossy lip. And then Aquarius I have in cream. I mean, I haven't tried a color of this I don't like. It goes on so smooth. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't settle into your dry patches on your lips. They're just so nice. I love the lippy sticks from ColourPop. They're my favorite. Oh, NYX. Oh, NYX. NYX is the brand I've tried the most products from. I am always drawn to NYX when I'm in the drugstore. And this is what I'm picking from. So I've narrowed it down to 4 different products. And this took me like all morning, okay? 5 different products. I'm going to tell you all of them, but I'm also going to give you my favorites. I love their matte finish setting spray. I think this is really nice. The sprayer's great on it, which I think is kind of hard to find in a drugstore finishing spray. And I love that it has that little bit of matte to it. I love using this in the summer just to kind of mattify it before I get ready to go out into the sweatiness. The tinted brow mascara is also really nice. This I think is better than the Gimme Brow from Benefit. It's got a little bit bigger of a wand to it, but it still is really easy to apply, and this one is great for those rush mornings where all you can do is kind of comb a little bit through and head out the door. Great formula. And then I've got some different pencil products here. I think that NYX does their pencil products really good, and specifically the slide-on glide-on formulas in the lip and eye, and then these jumbo pencils. And I really like the black and white. These are the best pencils for your waterline and your tight line. This black one, it is so easy to do your tight line with this, because sometimes if you have a pencil that's too skinny, it's just kind of hard to get on there. This black one, so good. The white one, so good for your waterline. Nice, bright, white, long-lasting color in there. And then the slide-on, glide-on formulas for both the lip and the eye. Really good, really long-lasting, easy to use, don't dry out. Lots of good things to say about those. Very pigmented. So I guess I'm saying the pencils from NYX, specifically these ones, are my favorite. But I don't know if I've met a pencil from NYX that I don't like, actually. Alright guys, I'm at 27, but I guarantee you I've got 7 minutes to edit out, maybe close to that. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this best 20 products from 20 brands in 20-ish minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I would love to hear what some of your favorites are from brands. Maybe we share some of the same ones. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!